The give and go. Good shot. Go, 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 go.
It's time for live coverage of Prep Spring Sports on the NCWLIFE Channel, your local TV station. Our broadcast is brought to you in part by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, Tacos Chava, Together for Youth, and Valley Tractor. Now let's head to the field for all the action live on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
Clinton makes it a 5-0 ball game.
All right, we are back live action here. Game number 2, Wenatchee and Eastmont. And right off the bat, a hit for Vicente Berrios for the Wildcats. And one on here as we are underway, top of the first inning. Game number 2, Wenatchee won the first one by a final of 11-1. On the mound for the Panthers this game is Raiden Haynes, the right-hander. Up next is Tice Llewellyn. Hammers that one into center field, and just like that, 2 hits for the Eastmont Wildcats. Bodie Yale is up next. He will be followed by Isaac Ontiveros. Yale, a solid hitter for the Wildcats, 1 of 3 in the last game. This pitch high and inside, ball 1. Here's the pitch, swung on, high fly ball into left field, and it's deep over the head of the Panthers left fielder. That'll score Vicente Berrios. Also coming in to score is Tice Llewellyn, and a double for Bodie Yale. So 3 consecutive hits to start this game for the Wildcats, just what the doctor ordered for Eastmont.
Number 5, Jack Swedberg.
Swedberg now up to bat. Pitch outside by Haynes. 0-1, or I should say right over the plate. 0-1, it's a strike. 1 strike, no balls. 1 out here, top of the first. Eastmont on top, 2-0 here early. Pop fly, shallow into the infield. It's taken there by the Panthers shortstop, Simeon Chambord, and that is out number 2. Up next, Ryland Walt. I mentioned him in the first game. Big kid out there, 6'2", 250-pounder. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Did not get a hit the first game. Once again, Wenatchee won that one 11-1. Next pitch, did he go around? Umpire at second base says no, and the count 1-1. Three hits and 2 runs for the Wildcats here in the top of the first inning. Jump out to this 2-0 lead. Here's the pitch from Haynes. Outside. Runner at second base, Bodie Yale with that double, scored 2 runs. But 2 down now, top of the first. Walt at the plate. Here's the pitch from Haynes, inside on the fastball. Great to have you along. Doubleheader baseball tonight here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, second base. Fielded cleanly over to first base for out number 3. After the top of the first inning, good inning for Eastmont. 3 hits, 2 runs, and the Wildcats lead it heading to the bottom of the first, 2-0. We're back in 60 seconds.
When life gets stressful, jumping into your passions can help you find your calm. Avoid vapes, which contain nicotine and can make feelings of anxiety and depression worse. When it comes to your mental health, choose what matters. Choose you.
Vape companies market vaping as a de-stressor, but nicotine can make feelings of anxiety and depression worse. 90% of those who quit felt less stressed, anxious, or depressed. When it comes to your mental health, choose what matters. Choose you.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether,
we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
As we head to the bottom of the first inning, good start for the Wildcats here in game number 2. 3 hits and 2 runs to get themselves a nice lead as we head into the bottom of the second inning. Wenatchee will begin with Owen Irvin at the plate. Irvin in the first game, 1 out of 4 in that 11-1 Wenatchee victory. Wenatchee now 3-1 on the season overall, 2-0 in Big 9 play. Jack Swedberg on the mound for Eastmont here in game number 2. After this doubleheader, the Panthers on Tuesday will play a game against here at home against Sunnyside, and then we'll travel for a doubleheader to Sunnyside once again on Friday. First pitch swung on and back into the screen here at Rec Park. Here's the pitch. Swedberg, lefty on the mound. 2-0 now the count. Here's the pitch by Swedberg. Inside, goes to 3-0. To the leadoff hitter, center fielder Owen Irvin. He'll be followed by Raiden Haynes, the pitcher, and then second baseman Matthew Butler. Pitch swung on, hit hard, foul over the left field line. Down the left field line, I should say. Two and 2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on down the line again and foul. Irvin jumping all over those pitches, just a little bit ahead of it. Swedberg sets on the mound. The lefty delivers. Curveball, beautiful pitch in there for a strike, and that is it. Strikeout number 1 for Swedberg. Up next is the pitcher Raiden Haynes for the Panthers. Haynes was 2 out of 3 in that first game. 2 base hits to right field. The lefty at the plate. Curveball outside this time from Swedberg. 1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. High and outside, 2-0 now. Just missing outside on that curveball. And the count quickly on Raiden Haynes goes to 3-0. Here's the pitch. Swedberg once again just misses. Oh, he gets that one on the outside corner. It takes the count to 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swedberg outside misses, or he gets that call too on the outside corner. I do want to make a special shout out to Brady Brown who brought me the best Philly cheesesteak sandwich between games. So shout out, thank you to Brady Brown. Here's the next pitch, hit foul down the third baseline. Catch just a little bit of a rainbow down the third baseline. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swedberg, the pitch. Fouled straight back into the screen. Count stays 3 balls, 2 strikes. Two nothing, Eastmont on top. Wenatchee at bat, 1 out here in the bottom of the first, and a walk by Swedberg. So a strikeout and a walk to the first 2 batters of the Panthers, and the Panthers have the first base runner here in this game number 2. Brings up Matthew Butler now for the Panthers. 0 for 3 in the last game. A couple of flyouts and a strikeout. Matthew Butler, one of the 3 Butler brothers playing for the Wenatchee Panthers, and all excellent baseball players. First pitch from Swedberg high. 1 ball, no strikes. The lefty looks in, checks the runner Haynes at first. Here's the pitch. Just low out. And that goes, takes the count to 2-0. Not a big lead for Haynes at first. Swedberg looks that way. They almost caught him off guard, and they got him over at first base. Nice pickoff move by Swedberg to get Raiden Haynes leading off at first base. 2 outs now. Next batter, Matthew Butler. I should say, still the batter. 2-1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Panthers second baseman. Here's the pitch by Swedberg. Big breaker in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nice pitch by Swedberg. Doesn't waste much time either. Here's the next offering. Nice hit in between the first and second baseman for Matthew Butler. And that's the first Panther hit tonight. Brings up the cleanup hitter now, brother James Butler, the catcher. Didn't have a whole lot of opportunities to get a bat on the ball in that first game. He had 2 walks, was hit by a pitch, and then late in the game did hit a grounder and was out at, to the shortstop. So Butler a chance now at cleanup. Once again in this one with the guy, a runner on first base. Slow lob over to first. Butler back easily. Butler gets on. He'll be followed by Brock Toffness, the first baseman. Fastball high from Swedberg. 1-0 the count on Butler. Center fielder shading Butler just a shade towards left. Butler late on that swing, hits it to right field. And foul. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. 2 outs here. Bottom of the first. Breaking ball didn't quite break like Swedberg had hoped on that one. And the count goes 2-1 now on the Panther catcher, James Butler. Swedberg, the pitch. Grounded foul down the third base line. Evens up the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swedberg, 2-2 count. Checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch right back up the middle off Swedberg's ankle. And it deflects over to the third baseman. That gets Butler, Matthew Butler to second. James Butler a hit, and he's on first base. Brings up first baseman Brock Toffness. Once again, a pinch runner for James Butler, as Isaiah Rydell will come in and run at first base for Butler. So it's Toffness. He should get on. He'll be followed by the third baseman, Ryan Branham. 2 on for the Panthers, 2 outs here, bottom of the first. Runner at second goes. Ball gets loose from Barrios. That allows both runners to advance, so that takes the force away for the Eastmont Wildcats and gives the Panthers runners at second and third. One and 0 to Toffness. Toffness 0 for 2 with a walk in game number 1. That pitch inside and a little bit low. Takes the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Swedberg just high. 3 balls and no strikes. Panthers looking to load up the bases here in the bottom of the first, down 2-0. Here's the pitch by Swedberg, taking all the way, and it's a strike. 3-1 now the count. Here's the pitch. Swedberg hit hard. High fly ball into left field. Into the sun, and making the catch for the Wildcats for out number 3. After 1 inning played, game number 2 of our doubleheader tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel. It's Eastmont 2 and Wenatchee nothing. Stay with us. We're back in 60 seconds.
Können Sie mir das Problem sagen?
Meinen Zylinder überschwingt. Flute, ich habe mein Fugen verloren.
Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragenschlüssel. Hey, you!
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
There's no place like home. Because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories. And we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Big 9 baseball on the NCWLIFE Channel, brought to you by Sangster Motors, family owned and operated, home of the all-new electric Hummer pickup and SUV. And by Save Mart, shop smart, shop local, serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. All right, we get into the top of the second inning now. Eastmont leading it 2-0. First pitch swinging, Barrios, Manny, hard shot into left field. And just like that, the Wildcats, a runner on first base here in the top of the second. Brings up Cal Hunter now for the Wildcats with a runner at first. Max Amon will be up next, a sophomore for the Wildcats. As Hunter shows bunt. He does get it down. It's not caught by the pitcher. Boy, it was right to him, too. Raiden Haynes, and instead a base hit to first base. Or possibly an error, and it is an error. And Eastmont just like that with runners at first and second. Coach Skyleman out to talk to his infield right now. Probably just to settle him down a little bit. That's 4 hits now given up by the pitcher Raiden Haynes here, including a double, and we're not even into the second inning. Up next is Max Amon, number 22 for the Eastmont Wildcats. Amon did not play in the first game. I mentioned he's only a sophomore, 6 feet, 165-pounder.
Number 22, Max Amon.
2 on, nobody out here, top of the second. Eastmont trying to get something cooking as Amon lays down the bunt to the pitcher Haynes, forced to go to first base. And a nice job by Amon to advance the runners, and that is out number 1.
That is the center fielder. Number 6, Valente Barrios.
Up next is Valente Barrios, the center fielder for the Wildcats. Left-handed batter with 2 on and 1 out. Pitch over the middle, strike 1. Valente Barrios playing with his brother, Manny. Trying to get some more runs in for the Wildcats. Scored early in game 1. In fact, scored first in game 1 and then ended up losing it 11-1. That pitch outside takes the count 1-2. Pitch close on the outside corner, just missing. Evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Raiden Haynes looks in. Here's the pitch. Hit into left field. Thomas Ivy can't make the play. That's going to allow 2 runs to score, and into second is Barrios. As both Manny and Cal Hunter and Amon score, and it's 4-0 just like that for the Wildcats.
That is the shortstop. Number 2, Tyson Llewellyn.
Tice Llewellyn now up for the Wildcats. Had a hit and a run in that first inning, a hit out into center field. First pitch, ball from Raiden Haynes, just a little bit outside. Eastmont trying to jump all over the Panthers here early in game number 2. Top of the second, 4-0 for the Wildcats on 5 hits. This one's trouble into the gap in left center, and it's off the glove of the center fielder for the Panthers. That's Owen Irvin. Another run is going to score. To the plate comes Barrios, and the Wildcats lead it just like that, 5-0. That brings up Bodie Yale, who doubled into left field his first time up. 6 hits on 5 runs on 6 hits, I should say. We're only in the top of the second for the Wildcats. Big breaking curveball over the plate, strike 1. Here's the pitch from Haynes. Hard hit to the shortstop, down to third. The tag is applied. That's an out, out number 2. So the Panthers get the lead runner, and Yale is on a fielder's choice. 2 out now here in the top of the second. Brings up Isaac Ontiveros to the plate now. Pitch outside. Once again, Bodie Yale with some speed on at first base. And if you watched our football coverage, you know that Bodie Yale's got some speed. Great running back for the Eastmont Wildcats this season. Here's Raiden Haynes looking in on a 1-0 count. A pitch, high foul ball right over the netting here at Rec Park. And the count goes even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, Bodie Yale on at first base. The 7th batter this inning for the Eastmont Wildcats. Throw over to first. gets away from Brock Toughness momentarily, but Yale does not advance. Count stays 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Yale's going. Throw down to second, not in time. And Yale gets a stolen base. Runner in scoring position now with 2 outs here in the top of the second for the Wildcats. Isaac Ontiveros at the plate. Outside on that pitch. 3-1 now the count. Ontiveros a strikeout and 2 flyouts, 0 for 3 in game number 1. Haynes, the pitch, outside. No, they're going to call that a strike on the outside corner, and that makes it a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. If Ontiveros should reach, Jack Swedberg would follow him. Swing. Fouled off to the right side. Boy, it looks like Eastmont has seen the ball way better in game number 2 and kind of just teeing off right now on Raiden Haynes. 6 hits on 5 runs here in the top of the second inning. Here's the pitch, almost exactly a same foul back into the netting here at Rec Park. What a great ballpark to do a game. The booth is great, the view is fantastic in this gorgeous field here in Wenatchee. Timeout called at home plate. Runner at second, Bodie Yale with 2 outs. Full count. Here's the pitch. Just misses inside. And Ontiveros will take first base on a walk. That's 2 on now once again for Eastmont with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Jack Swedberg to the plate, the left-hander. Hit into right field his first time up. Scored a run. Swedberg has a chance to do some more damage right here. Here's the pitch from Haynes. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Still 2 down with 2 on for Eastmont. Ball hit softly into center field. Late jump, though, by the center fielder. Does recover. It's Owen Irvin, makes the catch, and that is out number 3. Heading to the bottom of the second inning. It's been all Wildcats here so far in game number 2. It's Eastmont 5 and Wenatchee nothing. Back with more baseball for you in 60 seconds.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new mid-size Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Big 9 baseball on the NCWLIFE Channel is brought to you by Tacos Chava. You'll love Tacos Chava in East Wenatchee. Let them cater your next event. Find them on Facebook by searching Tacos Chava in East Wenatchee. Bottom of the second we go now. Panthers will bring up third baseman Ryan Branham to the plate. Branham, the right-handed hitter, ball 1 on the first pitch. Panthers down 5-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Won the first game 11-1. Branham in that first game, 1 of 3, including a walk. Hard hit foul down the third base line. Jack Swedberg once again on the mound for Eastmont. 2-1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out, bottom of the second. Here's the pitch from Swedberg. Inside, just a little bit low. Takes the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Foul once again into the Panther dugout. Count stays full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch by Swedberg. And it's a strike. Boy, Branham didn't agree with it, but gets the call on the inside corner. And that's the 3rd strikeout of the night now for Jack Swedberg. That'll bring up the left fielder, Thomas Ivy, to the plate.
Thomas Ivy.
Ivy pitch ran in the first game, did get an at-bat, grounded out in the first game, and that was it for Ivy. So really his first appearance of this doubleheader tonight. Takes first pitch strike. Slow roller into the on-deck circle. Swedberg given up 2 hits so far and no runs in his early outing here for Eastmont. Here's the pitch by Swedberg. Swung on, dribbler foul. Count stays, no balls and 2 strikes on the Panther left fielder, Thomas Ivy. Inside on that pitch, almost hit Ivy. And the count 1-2. I mentioned the Panthers after this. 3 games against Davis coming up. Or I should say Eastmont does. The Panthers have 3 games with Sunnyside. 1 at Sunnyside and then 2 at home here at Rec Park next week. Fouled back by Ivy. Count is even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Panthers off to a 2-0 league mark this season. 3-1 overall. Eastmont looking for their first win. Fouled back on that pitch by Ivy. Count stays, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield playing Ivy pretty much straight away. The senior left fielder calls time at the plate. Swedberg ready to deliver. Here's the pitch. Swung on and dribbled back again, just foul. One out here, bottom of the second. Eastmont Wildcats here early on. 5 runs on 6 hits. 2 hits is all for the Panthers and no runs yet. Here's the 2-2 pitch by Swedberg. Hit hard by Ivy into left field. And the left fielder, I think, a little bit fooled by that ball. Initially made a run in and then slipped a little bit. And Thomas Ivy, a hit into left field. So nobody out. Panthers have a runner at first. And that brings up Simeon Chambord for the Panthers. Did not play in the first game.
The shortstop number 9, Simeon Chambord.
Chambord so far has not had a hit. He's been at the plate 4 times this season. Big breaking curveball in there for a strike from Swedberg. Runner at first is Ivy. One down here, bottom of the second. Pitch by Swedberg. High fly ball into left field. That's a mile high. Center fielder comes in, makes the grab, and Ivy forced to go back to first base. Next up for the Panthers is right fielder. I should say back to the top of the order. We go with Owen. No, it is. I think I had it correct the first time. Griffin Butler. Now we've got something going on with the manager, Josh Skyleman, out to talk to the umpire. Butler steps in. Did have a double and a triple. This kid was our player of the game in game number 1 with 5 RBIs. Has a chance to do some damage here with a base runner on with 2 outs. And the Panthers down 5-0. Here's the pitch by Swedberg. Nice curveball outside corner in there for a strike. Runner at first once again, Thomas Ivy for the Panthers. Here's the pitch, fouled off. Swedberg doing a nice job mixing up his pitches here so far in this game too. Kind of keeping the Panthers on their toes at the plate. Lots of fouls and just little dribble foul balls. So the Panthers aren't quite getting to that pitch by Swedberg. Here's the 0-2 offering, low and inside. And the count goes to 1-2. Ivy, not a big lead at first base. With 2 outs, Ivy takes off, gets to second, and he will get in there safely. Very dangerous, but Ivy does make it to second base on a stolen base. And the runner, Panthers now have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. This is where Butler did his damage in game number 1. Guys on base. I mentioned it, 5 RBIs in the first one. Swedberg spins around. Ivy gets back to second base. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Griffin Butler. Butler. Lazy fly ball out to center field, and that will do it for the Panthers. A couple of hits, but nothing to show for it. And after 2, it's Eastmont 5 and the Wenatchee Panthers nothing. Third inning coming your way in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
This broadcast also brought to you by Together for Youth, encouraging you to dispose of unused and expired prescriptions to protect youth and the environment. Find a kiosk near you by visiting medproject.org. Top of the third we go now. And it's Ryan Walt at the plate, the big 6'2", 250-pound first baseman for Eastmont. Had a ground out to second base his first time up. Pitch from Haynes inside and a little bit high. 1-0 the count here as we're underway in the top of the third. Haynes delivers outside on that pitch, goes to 2-0 now. Following Walt on deck is Manny Barrios. He'll be followed by Cal Hunter. Haynes just misses the outside corner. 3-0 now the count. Haynes has struggled a little bit from the mound. 6 hits, 5 runs, has given up a walk. Down 3-0 in the count here. Now 3-1 on that strike. Once again on deck is Manny Barrios. Slow dribbler to the third baseman. Down to first, and he misses it on a low throw. That'll send Walt to second base. The throw not in time. And another error on the Panthers here gives Eastmont a runner in scoring position. Top of the third inning with no outs. Barrios, base hit into left field his first time up. Simeon Shambour, that low throw over to the first baseman, Brock Toffness, who couldn't quite handle it, and that's the second error, as I mentioned, on the Panthers here in this game too. Barrios, a hard shot into left field his first time up in the first inning. The pitch by Haynes as Barrios shows bunt. Pulls back the bat for ball one. As Raiden Haynes looks in. Checks the runner, here's the pitch. Attempted bunt that goes foul by Barrios. And the count goes even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. This is the third time these two teams have hooked up here early in this season. And ironically, it'll be the last time these two teams hook up unless they see each other in the postseason. Pitch on the inside corner, just catches it. Strike two, 1-2 now the count on Barrios. Haynes checks the runner at second, Walt. There's the pitch, sky high ball, shallow center field. Center fielder calls off the shortstop, and Owen Irvin comes in and makes the play. That'll bring up Cal Hunter now. Reached on an error in the second inning. Now he's got a runner on second base, Ryan Walt. Pitch, fastball, strike over the outside corner. I think we might have a balk on that play. Is this runner at second base? Yes, we do. Manny Barrios, or I should say Ryan Walt, gets sent down to third base. Pitcher not quite set on that rubber, and a balk was called, so the count 0-1 with 1 out. Infield is in now with the runner on third. Haynes, the pitch. Sharply hit down the third base line and foul, and the count goes to 0-2. Here's the 0-1 pitch, outside, fastball. That evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Ryan Walt remains on third. There's the pitch, fouled this time down the right to the first base line. And it's 1-2 on Cal Hunter. Pitch just outside, evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. One out here in the top of the third inning. Been all Wildcats, 5-0 our score. Haynes looks in, gets the sign from Butler, the pitch. Did it catch the outside corner? It did not. And that makes the count full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes as Butler comes out for a little meeting with his pitcher, Raiden Haynes. And in the meantime, well, I thought maybe Coach Josh Skyleman would have some words from for our home plate umpire, but he didn't. Haynes has struggled for the Panthers here in this game. 6 hits on 5 runs for the Wildcats here. We're early on. This ball's fouled off. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. On Cal Hunter, here's the pitch. Swung on. High fly ball that goes directly over our heads. And the count stays at 3-2. Full count. Here's the pitch coming from Raiden Haynes. Hunter, the batter, big breaker in there for a strike, and that is the first strikeout of the night for Raiden Haynes, and it was a big one. 2 outs now here in the top of the third as Ryan Walt still stranded at third base.
Batting in the right field, number 22, Alex Hammond.
Max Amon up to bat now. Grounded out to the pitcher his first time up, takes ball 1. Amon, a 6-foot sophomore. Ball hit sharply to shortstop. Butler over to first base. Toughness. He trapped it. It's an out, and that's out number 3. And that ends the Eastmont half of the inning. As we head to the bottom of the third inning, once again, it's all Wildcats here in game 2. Eastmont 5, Wenatchee nothing. The bottom of the third coming your way in 1 minute.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
Bottom of the third inning, Panthers up to bat. And back to the top of the order for the Panthers as well, and Owen Irvin struck out his last time up in the first inning. Swedberg's had a nice outing tonight. Late swing and a nice hit by Irvin right between the shortstop and third baseman. So the Panthers start off this bottom of the third with a hit into left field as Owen Irvin makes his way to second. Kind of lackadaisical play from the Wildcats on defense. Irvin recognized it. Made that quick dash to second base, and now the Panthers, just like that, with nobody out, have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the third. Raiden Haynes now the batter. The lefty walked his last time up and then was picked off on first base. Swedberg, the spin around move to let Irvin know he's still in his thoughts. Here's the pitch by Swedberg. His curveball didn't curve that time, stayed inside, and it's 1-0. Lefty on lefty here. Swedberg and Haynes. That ball's high, and the count goes to 2-0. Irvin is at second. Nice lead off second base. Here's the pitch by Swedberg. Outside. Gets the corner. Count goes to 2-1. Swedberg shakes off Barrios, gets the sign he likes now. Checks the runner, and here's the pitch. Late swing, back to the backstop. It says 2-1 on the board. I think it's 2-2. There it is. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Jack Swedberg has only given up 4 hits and no runs here. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That curveball is outside. Takes the count full to 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good lead off second as Swedberg, I think, could feel it a little bit. Irvin way down the line towards third base. Swedberg the pitch. Ball's hit into left field. I don't think going to run out of room down there. And the count will stay full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Right, Haynes steps back in, the pitcher here in game 2. Here's that turnaround throw to second. Once again, a big lead by Owen Irvin. Swedberg, that turnaround pickoff move that didn't quite get there. Swedberg looks down Irvin. Here's the pitch, low and outside, and that's ball 4. So the Panthers now with 2 men on here in the bottom of the 3rd, nobody out, and brings up the number 3 hitter in the lineup, Matthew Butler, the second baseman, who did get a hit his last time up in the 1st inning, a hit out into right field. Pinch runner also for the Panthers. And that's number 2, Nolan Godfrey, a junior. There's Butler now, as I mentioned, 1 up for 1 here in this game. Is the once again a pickoff move to second by Swedberg. Irvin still taking that gigantic lead off second base. Raiden Haynes on first. Nobody out. Bottom of the 3rd. The pitch. Ball's hit hard into the gap in left center field. This is going to be trouble. Left fielder stops, does grab it. Owen Irvin will score. Raiden Haynes into 3rd, and the Panthers are on the board. That brings up the cleanup hitter now for the Panthers, the catcher James Butler, who had a hit into center field his first time up. So the Panthers, something cooking here now in this 3rd inning. 1 run in and runners at 1st and 3rd, nobody out.
Number 25, James Butler.
Here's Butler now, the chance to do some damage. And it looks like they've got Raiden Haynes picked off. They do. No, they said he slid under the tag at second. So Raiden Haynes moves into second. I should say Matthew Butler. Raiden Haynes is on 3rd base, and at the plate is James Butler. Pitch inside. Eastmont has a pitcher warming up in their bullpen. Got a jacket on, so I can't catch his number. Swedberg looks in on a 1-0 pitch. Curveball high and outside. Count goes 2-0 now. 6 hits, 5 runs for the Wildcats, 5 hits, 1 run for Wenatchee. The Panthers also 2 errors in this game. Swing and a miss by Butler, off speed pitch. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck is Brock Toughness. He'll be followed by Ryan Branham. Swedberg, the pitch. Down the pipe. It's a strike, 2-2 now the count. Butler, the big right-handed hitter for the Panthers, can do some damage here with runners on second and third. The pitch, high ball into left field. That should give the runner at third base a chance to tag up. He does. The runner at second will stay there. And the pinch runner does score. And the Panthers cut that lead to 5-2. And that will bring up the first baseman, Brock Toughness.
There's the first baseman. Number 11, Brock
Toughness, a strikeout his last time up, that back in the first inning. 1 down now. Runner at second base. Panthers with 2 runs in here in the third. Pitch by Swedberg, high and inside, ball 1. Toughness will be followed by Ryan Branham, the third baseman. The pitch, Swedberg hit hard into left field. Here comes Butler around third for the Panthers. Throw it home, gonna be way late. Butler the slide. And the Panthers cut the lead to 5-3. Panthers kind of figuring out Swedberg now. Took him a couple innings. Swedberg with 3 strikeouts through 2 innings, and now 4 consecutive hits for the Panthers here in the third inning. And here comes head coach for the Wildcats, Darren Hoff, to the mound. And we might have a pitching change here. Or it could just be a conference. We'll keep it here for now. It doesn't look like there will be a change quite yet, but I think Coach Hoff just trying to settle Jack Swedberg down a little bit. As I mentioned, 4 hits here in this third inning. And a couple of runs as well for the Panthers. So just trying to settle Swedberg down a little bit, as he will remain the pitcher for Eastmont, at least for now. Once again, there is a pitcher warming up in the bullpen for Eastmont. Ryan Branham at the plate for the Panthers. Trying to add some more here in the bottom of the third inning. Brock Toughness on at first. Pitch inside, a fastball from Swedberg. And it's 1-0. Swedberg, the toss over to first, way off the mark. In fact, the runner may be able to go to third. Here comes Toughness all the way to third base. He's in there. What a costly error by the Wildcats there. It was one of those quick throws by the pitcher Swedberg that was way off the mark from first base. And that allowed Brock Toughness to go all the way from first to third on that error. So now the Panthers with a great opportunity to get another run in here. Swedberg, the pitch. Ball's hit high into left field. Caught there as Toughness tags up. No plate at the plate. Toughness slides, and we've got a 5-4 ball game. Panthers down at one time 5-1, have cut the lead to 5-4 now. That'll bring up Thomas Ivy to the plate for the Panthers. Hit into left field, also a stolen base back in the second inning. Base is empty now for the Panthers, 2 down. Ivy first pitch swinging deep out into center field. The ball is caught, and that will do it here at the bottom of the third inning. But the Panthers do some damage. 4 hits and 3 runs here in the bottom of the third inning. Our score, Eastmont 5 and Wenatchee 4, with the fourth inning coming your way in 1 minute.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix, but vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse. Each time you vape, nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded. And the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good. And when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseyouwa.org.
The Wenatchee Bighorns are back in action against the Salem Capitals in TBL play on Thursday, April 17th. Join Grant Olson and Jamie Council with all the action here on the NCWLIFE Channel. W.B. Smith Gym on the campus of Wenatchee Valley College is the home for Bighorns basketball, and you can see it live here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Big Nine Baseball is also brought to you by Valley Tractor, North Central Washington's trusted equipment and rental dealer for 75 years. Also a big thank you once again to our Platinum Sports supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling in Wenatchee. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Give them a call today at 509-662-6842. Top of the fourth now. And also the Valente Barrios to bat. Did get a hit into left field his first time up. Takes first pitch ball. 5-4 game here, top of the fourth inning. Raiden Haynes stays out there on the mound for the Panthers. Had a rough couple of first 2 innings. 2 runs in the first, 3 in the second. That ball outside as well. Count goes 3-0 now to the leadoff hitter, Valente Barrios. Barrios taking all the way, and it's inside. Boy, Haynes wanted that call, and a leadoff walk now for the Wildcats here in the top of the fourth inning. Back to the top of the order we go. Tice Llewellyn.
The shortstop, number 2, Tice Llewellyn.
Llewellyn 2 hits tonight and a run. A hit in the first inning to center and a hit in the second to center as well. Fake the bunt. Double play possibility here for the Panthers, and they turn it. That was a weird hit there by Llewellyn. He looked like he was going to bunt it and then squared up. Got a lot of bat on it. But a nice double play for the Panthers, and just like that, 2 down here in the top of the fourth inning. Bodie Yale at the plate, doubled to left field, flew out, or got on a fielder's choice, I should say, in the second inning. Stolen base as well in that inning. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on for the Wildcats. 2 outs here, top of the fourth. One ball, 2 strikes on Yale. Raiden Haynes seems to be settling in a little bit now after kind of a rough couple of first 2 innings. This pitch just outside. Evens up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Haynes, the curveball. Gets Yale to pop it up down the first base line. There's Toughness, makes the catch for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's Eastmont 5 and Wenatchee 4, back in 60 seconds.
In 1964, two high school pals opened up a pizza parlor. Over 60 years later, their mission of providing a great value and family-friendly environment continues to thrive. And what's been their customers' favorite pizza since day one? The Abby's Special. This classic combo of pepperoni, salami with olives, mushrooms, beef, and sausage, and 100% real cheese tastes as good today as it did way back then. Enjoy great value and classic pizza at your neighborhood Abby's.
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota equipment. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. with professional grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right. All backed by unmatched dealer support. Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
Grant Olson back with you, bottom of the 4th inning, and we've got a ball game here, folks. It's Eastmont 5, Wenatchee 4. Wenatchee up to bat, and Nolan Godfrey is in there now in place of Simeon Chambord, so he will bat 8th in the lineup for the Panthers. Left-handed hitter. Also have, looks like a new pitcher for the Wildcats, and it's Darian Barr out there on the mound for Eastmont. Barr is 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore. First pitch outside. Barr just in the game, and so is Nolan Godfrey. Here's the pitch, swung on into the net, fouled off, evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike here, bottom of the 4th inning. Panthers won game 1 of this doubleheader by a final of 11-1. Here's the pitch by Barr outside, 2-1 the count. Barr looks in against the lefty Godfrey. Outside, 3-1 the count. The pitch. Inside, almost hit Godfrey as he walks. The Panthers have their leadoff batter on first base and brings up Griffin Butler, the right field, who flew out to center field back in the 2nd inning. Righty on righty here, Barr against Butler. Runner on first is Godfrey for the Panthers. No outs here, bottom of the 4th. Barr looks in, gets the signs from Barrios. Short lead for Godfrey at first base. The throw over, Godfrey back easily. Butler digs back in the batter's box. Here's the pitch, way outside. 1-0 the count. Nobody out, bottom of the 4th. Barr looks in. Another throw over to first base. Keeping the base runner Nolan Godfrey in check over there. Godfrey, though, isn't taking that big a lead, as I mentioned. The catcher, Barrios, ties his cleats. Definitely cooled down here in the Wenatchee Valley. After that little squall of rain and some wind came through, boy, a lot cooler air came right in behind it. 1-0 the count. Nobody out, bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch, swung on. Hard foul into right field. Evens up the count now, 1 ball and 1 strike. Godfrey maybe a little better lead now on this 1-1 count. Here's the pitch, high and outside, 2-1. Outfield playing in just a little bit here with the runner at first base as Darian Barr gets set to deliver on this 2-1 count. Pitch low and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck, top of the order, it's Owen Irvin, followed by Raiden Haynes. Barr looks in. Here's the pitch. Fouled off first base line. Count stays 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Full count on the hitter, Griffin Butler. Once again, Butler just outstanding in that first game. A triple, a double, and 5 RBIs, and there goes Godfrey. Doesn't matter, it's a walk, as that's the 2nd walk in a row as Butler goes to first base. Godfrey to second. And once again, that brings up the top of the order for the Panthers and Owen Irvin with nobody out and runners at first and second.
That is the center fielder, number 33, Owen Irvin.
1 for 2 so far tonight for Irvin. A strikeout in the first and a hit into left field in the third. Big third inning for the Panthers. They scored 4 runs in that inning. Eastmont scored all their runs in the first 2 innings. 1-0 the count. Runners still at first and second. Barr checks the runner at second, looks in. Bunt is laid down. It's more of a grounder to third base. Tough throw to first and won't get there. That's going to allow a run to score as Godfrey comes in. Here's another run. Butler comes in, and all the way to third base is Owen Irvin on an error by the shortstop. And the Panthers take the lead 6-5, all on that throwing error to first base that went way out past the first base line. Now it's Raiden Haynes up to bat. 2 walks so far tonight. And the Panthers take the lead for the first time, 6-5 here in the bottom of the fourth. Barr looks in. Here's the pitch. Haynes takes ball 1. Also, as I mentioned, pitching tonight for the Panthers. Slow dribbler to the mound. Barr to home plate. Won't be in time as Owen Irvin scores. And safe at first base is Raiden Haynes. Panthers add to their lead 7-5 now as Matthew Butler steps into the batter's box. The second baseman for the Panthers, 2 for 2 tonight. A hit into right field and a hit into left field. Raiden Haynes on at first base. Still no one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Throw over to first base, not in time. Butler, a hot hitter in this one, 2 for 2, as I mentioned earlier. Another throw over to first base. Panthers aren't taking gigantic leads on first. Haynes a decent lead. Barr looks in. The batter is Matthew Butler. Another throw to first base. Still nobody out here. Bottom of the fourth inning. It's been another big one for the Panthers. 4 in the third and 3 here in the fourth. The pitch. Low and inside. 1-0 the count. On the hitter, Matthew Butler. On deck is the catcher, James Butler, and he'll be followed by first baseman Brock Toffness. Barr looks in, pitch way outside, throw down to first base. Almost caught Haynes sleeping a little bit, not in time, and the count's 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch by Barr. Finds that outside corner, strike 1. Barr takes a little bit more time than the pitchers we've seen tonight. As he looks in on a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ball's hit hard into right field. Sends the right fielder back. Gets underneath it. Makes the play. And that is out number 1. So the runner Haynes remains at first base. That brings up catcher James Butler to the plate. 1 for 2 tonight. Did get a hit in the first inning, out into second. Flew out to left field his last time up in the third.
Now the catcher, number 25, James Butler.
Runner at first once again, Raiden Haynes. 1 out now, bottom of the fourth. Here's Butler. Wild pitch back to the screen. That'll allow Haynes to take second base, and the Panthers again with a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Darian Barr, the sophomore pitcher for Eastmont. Looks in. Pitch outside. 2-0 the count on the Panther catcher, James Butler. Good lead off second base for Raiden Haynes. Barr spins around, tosses it back to second. High hopes for this Panther team this season. A lot of players back from last year and a lot of athletes on this team. Big number of players tried out for this team this year. Here's the 2-0 pitch, hit hard, Butler into left field, rounding third and coming home. We have a play at the plate. We don't though. Raiden Haynes scores. And James Butler, an RBI hit into left field. 4 runs this inning now for the Panthers. Pinch runner coming in for Wenatchee. It'll be Isaiah Rydell coming in to run for James Butler. Now it's Brock Toffness to the plate. He'll be followed by Ryan Branham and then Thomas Ivy. Toffness so far tonight, 1 for 2, a strikeout in the first and a hit into left field in that big third inning for the Panthers. 8-5 now, Wenatchee on top. Still bottom of the fourth inning. Barr the pitch outside. 1-0 the count. Decent lead for Butler at first. Throw over that way. He dives back in safely. One and 0 to the first baseman for the Panthers, Brock Toffness. Barr looks in. Here's the pitch. High. 2-0 the count. Eastmont jumped out to a 5-0 lead after 2. The Panthers stormed back to make it 5-4 in the third, and now the Panthers have had another 4 runs here in the fourth and lead it 8-5. Here's the 2-0 pitch. It's out, so it hits the outside corner for a strike. 2-1 the count. Barr looks in, runner at first, Butler. Barr steps off the mound. Butler making him a little bit nervous over there at first base. 2-1 the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 down, bottom of the fourth. The pitch outside takes the count to 3-1 now. Once again, Toughness will be followed by Ryan Branham and possibly Thomas Ivy in the lineup here in the bottom of the fourth. Barr looks in. That ball does catch the corner. Looked a little bit low and maybe outside, but Barr does get the call, and that makes it a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 down, bottom of the fourth. The pitch hit hard to the shortstop, bounced off his chest, can't make the play, and the Panthers are safe all around. Toughness at first, James Butler to second. Still stays at 1 out here. That's now 3 errors on the Wildcats here in this game 2. Barrios now will come out and talk to his sophomore pitcher, Barr. And up next for the Panthers, Ryan Branham, the third baseman. A strikeout and a fly out to left field his first 2 times up. Following Branham on deck is Thomas Ivy and then possibly Nolan Godfrey for the Panthers. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Outside corner for a strike. High on that fastball, evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Good lead off first base, decent lead off second. Here's the pitch. Low on that fastball, 2-1 the count. Barr looks in, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Outside, it gets away from the catcher Barrios. Both runners advance. So that takes the force away from the Wildcats, and that's a wild pitch on Darian Barr. 3 balls, 1 strike to the batter Ryan Branham. Panthers with runners in scoring position. Already 4 runs in this inning. Here's the pitch, outside and a walk, and that loads up the bases for the Panthers, and will bring up left fielder Thomas Ivy, who was 1 of 2 tonight. A stolen base to his credit, got a hit into left field in the second, flew out to center field in the third inning. Here comes head coach Darren Hoff now to have a chat with his pitcher Darian Barr. And he's going to take the ball from him, and we are going to see a new pitcher. We're going to take a timeout here while the pitching change happens, and we'll come back. Our score, Wenatchee 8 and Eastmont 5.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Tacos Chava has something new. Customers at Tacos Chava say it's the best Mexican food around. Nachos, enchiladas, tortas, ensaladas, and introducing camarones in many styles. You'll love the fresh salsa bar with so much selection. Are you ready for Tacos Chava? Find them at 2 great locations, the Wenatchee Valley Mall and Eniat. Tacos Chava, tan delicioso.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat.
At Kennedy Group, we understand that buying and selling is more than a transaction, and it's more than just a house. This is where you will gather with friends and family, and where a lifetime of memories will be made. But buying a home is more than memories. Oftentimes, it's your biggest financial decision. The agents at Kennedy Group understand this and provide real estate advice based on your goals and dreams. Call us today, and let's find your happy place.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
The Wenatchee Bighorns are back in action against the Salem Capitals in TBL play on Thursday, April 17th. Join Grant Olson and Jamie Council with all the action here on the NCWLIFE Channel. W.B. Smith Gym on the campus of Wenatchee Valley College is the home for Bighorns basketball, and you can see it live here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Bases loaded, 1 out for the Panthers. Thomas Ivy at the plate. That pitch just brushed Ivy in the chest, and that will score a run for the Panthers as Ivy is hit by a pitch. And the Panthers have batted around here in the 4th inning. We are back to Nolan Godfrey again, who led off this inning with a walk. Bases are still loaded. 9-5 now, Wenatchee on top. Swing and the foul back into the backstop. New pitcher for the Wildcats is Jackson Chatrand, a 6'1", 180-pound senior. Pitch outside. Evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, bases are loaded for the Panthers. 1 down, the Panthers 5 runs in here in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch by Chatrand in the dirt. Nice stop by Berrios, and the count goes to 2-1. Panthers fell 5-0 early in this one and just stormed back now to take this 9-5 lead. That pitch outside goes to 3-1. Eastmont, the Wildcats, in jeopardy of walking in another run here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out into center field. Will it be deep enough for the runner at third to tag? He will. And the Panthers get another run in. This time it's Brock Toughness in to score. And that makes it 10-5 now, with Griffin Butler to the plate. Butler a walk his last time up. And that was this inning. 2 walks really got this inning started for the Panthers. Then it was 3 consecutive hits, a couple of errors on Eastmont. That's given the Panthers, helped the Panthers get 6 runs here in this 4th inning. Bases, runners on first and second. Griffin Butler, the hot hitter in that first game, fouls it back into the screen, 0-1 the count. On deck, if we get there, back to the top of the order, and Owen Irvin. 11th batter to the plate here for the Panthers this inning. Chatrian looks in. Pitch just misses inside. That evens up our count now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Barrios will come out to talk to Chatrian now for a little conference at the mound. Great to have you with us tonight as we open up our coverage of baseball and softball here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Eric Granstrom will have some softball games coming up for you a little bit later on this spring. 1-1 the count. 2 outs here, bottom of the 4th. Panthers on top, 10-5. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back into the screen. Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Griffin Butler, one of the 3 Butler brothers that play on this Wenatchee team. Ball is fouled back as well. And our count stays 1-2. Runners, good leads on first and second. Chatrian looks at the runner on second, now delivers. Low and inside on that pitch, and that evens up our count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Once again in the dirt. Nice stop by Barrios from preventing the runners from advancing a base. And the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Eastmont having a heck of a time just getting out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4, and that loads the bases. And the second walk of this inning for Griffin Butler. We go right back to the top of the order now with the bases loaded, and Owen Irvin reached on a throwing error and made it all the way to third base here in this inning. Scored a run, did get a hit into left field in the 3rd, and struck out back in the 1st. Bases loaded for the Panthers, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. High and inside, ball 1. Boy, and this has been an issue, as I mentioned, for the Wildcats this season. Giving up 43 runs heading into this doubleheader here tonight, and gave up 11 runs to the Panthers in that first game. Here's the pitch. Half swing into right field. Easy play there, and that is out number 3. The Panthers, 6 runs this inning, and now lead it as we head to the top of the 5th. It's Wenatchee 10 and Eastmont 5. Back with more baseball for you in 60 seconds.
Global Car Care has the best customer service in the Valley. From the moment you walk in the door, their goal is to help you stay on the road, so you can keep doing what's important to you. Global Car Care certified ASE mechanics stand behind your automotive repairs.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Top of the fifth we go. Wenatchee leads it now 10-5. Wenatchee has exploded the last couple of innings. 4 runs in the third and 6 runs in the fourth. And now lead it 10-5. Eastmont scoring all of their runs in the first 2 innings. Raiden Haynes stays on the mound for the Panthers. First up for Eastmont is Isaac Ontiveros. Here in the fifth, he'll be followed by Jack Swedberg and Ryan Walt. Ontiveros tonight, a ground out to shortstop in the first and walked back in the second, takes first pitch strike. Haynes. Curveball outside this time, evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch by Haynes. Fouled back. 1-2 now the count. Ontiveros has had some good looks here against Haynes in this game. Hit it hard back in the second and then walked, as I mentioned. That pitch outside, that evens up the count. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch inside. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here, top of the 5th inning. Raiden Haynes has been on the mound this whole way for the Panthers. Little blooper to second, easy throw over to Toughness at first, and that is out number 1. That'll bring up Jack Swedberg now. Swedberg a hit back in the first into right, and then a fly out to center field his last time up in the second. 1 down here, top of the 5th.
Number 5, Jack Swedberg.
Solid shot into center field for Swedberg. First pitch swinging, and Eastmont has a base runner here with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Brings up big Ryan Walt. Grounded out to second base. Made it to first base on a throwing error and then made it all the way to second. It's a routine ground ball, and he, made it to second base. Has a chance now to advance the runner here as the Wildcats down 10-5. First pitch, a little bit high from Haynes, and it's 1-0. Swedberg some speed on first base. Ball just got away from Butler. He wanted that quick snap throw down to first with Swedberg kind of leaning towards second. Just lost the handle on it. 2-0 the count. 2 balls, no strikes to Ryan Walt. Here's the pitch by Haynes. A little bit low, and now it's 3-0. Make that 2-0, 2-1 rather. I thought there was a strike in there somewhere. 2-1 with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Haynes, the pitch. Right down the middle, strike 2. 2-2. Haynes checks the runner, Swedberg at first, gets the sign from Butler. Here's the pitch, sharply hit down second base. And the second baseman couldn't play it there. That's Nolan Godfrey. And Eastmont now with runners at first and second. I think that'll be ruled an error as well. That means Walt has reached base twice in this game, both on errors. That'll bring up Manny Barrios, the catcher. A hit into left field in the second, flew out to center field in the third inning. But boy, has the chance to really help his team here with 1 out and 2 on. Little dribbler down to third base, but I think it went off his foot. Ooh, that hurts too, especially on kind of a chilly night. You're gonna have to walk that off a little bit. Right on the inside of the foot, and that does hurt. 0-1 the count to the Eastmont catcher, Manny Barrios. Right off the inside of that left foot. Boy, that stings as Butler heads out for a little conference with his pitcher, Raiden Haynes, to let Manny Barrios kind of walk this one off a little bit. Once again, we're in the top of the 5th inning, 1 out. Panthers lead it 10-5, and the count 0-1 to the Eastmont catcher, Barrios. Wenatchee won the first game of this doubleheader 11-1. Here's the pitch by Haynes. Curveball misses inside. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Gets away from Butler. That'll allow the runners to advance. So Eastmont now in really good position. Runners at second and third with only 1 out here in the top of the 5th, down 10-5. The count to Manny Barrios is 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's Haynes with the pitch, swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the Eastmont catcher. Here's the pitch. Outside, takes the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Haynes in his windup. Here's the pitch. Fouled sharply down the third base line. Count stays full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Cal Hunter for the Wildcats. Little dribbler down the first base line. Toughness will keep it himself. A run will score as Swedberg comes in, makes it 10-6 with 2 outs now here in the top of the 5th. So now it's Cal Hunter to the plate. Reached on an error in the second inning. Also struck out his last time up in the third. Head coach Josh Skyleman out to have a couple of words with Raiden Haynes. Done a great job. Has pitched this whole way in this second game. Gave up 5 runs in the first 2 innings, and now just this one here in the top of the 5th.
Hunter.
Runner at third base with Hunter at the plate. Fouls the first pitch off. 0-1 the count. 2 down now, top of the 5th. 10-6, Wenatchee on top. Panthers trying to keep their season perfect at 4-0. The pitch low this time. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ryan Walt down at third base. The pitch, and it hit Hunter as he will go to first base. Runners at first and third now as Max Amon comes to the plate. No, it isn't. We have a substitute once again. It's the pitcher, Jackson Shatrian. So the first time at the plate for the new pitcher, Jackson Chatrian. Has a chance to get another run or two in here for Eastmont, with at least one run with the base hit. 2 down, runners at first and third. Here's the pitch. Right over the plate, strike one. Chatrian, the 6th batter for the Wildcats here in the top of the 5th. That ball also over the plate on the outside corner. Now 0-2 as Chatrian in a hole here with 2 down. The pitch from Haynes outside. Tried to get Chatrian to chase one. He didn't, and the count goes 1-2. Haynes looks in. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2. Good lead off first base. Walton on a giant lead off third. Haynes brings it right over the plate. Strike 3, and that ends the inning. So the Wildcats get a hit and a run here in the top of the 5th. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, it's Wenatchee 10 and Eastmont 6. Back in 60 seconds.
A ductless unit from Carrier can keep anyone comfortable. Take Shelly, for instance. She finds me time in her new attic-turned-home gym. And with her Carrier ductless unit, the temperature is always perfect. No matter how intense her workout gets. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Big 9 Baseball on the NCWLIFE Channel is brought to you by Apple Valley Honda. Test drive a new Honda today at Apple Valley Honda in East Wenatchee. Apple Valley Honda committed to preserving the environment not only with fuel-efficient vehicles but also with other eco-friendly actions and alternatives. Also brought to you by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off is available. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. All right, bottom of the 5th we go now. The Panthers leading it 10-6.
Number 16,
Raiden Haynes will lead things off for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch low, 1-0 the count. Once again on the mound is Jackson Chatrian. Looks in, that ball's fouled off as well. 1-2 the count. I should say it's even, 1 ball, 1 strike now. Nobody out, just underway, bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Foul tip, so 1-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Raiden Haynes will be followed by Matthew Butler and James Butler. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the pitcher, Raiden Haynes. See if he stays in there into the 6th inning. Pitch is inside by Chatrian. That makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on here, bottom of the 5th inning. Chatrian looks in. Here's the pitch, way outside and wild, and that's a walk for Raiden Haynes to start off this bottom of the 5th. Looks like we have a Ryan Rainbolt is in there now. Eastmont coach Darren Hoff takes them out, and we will have another pitching change. We're in the bottom of the 5th, nobody out. Panthers with the runner on first, and Wenatchee leads at 10-6 with the pitching change. We'll take a 90-second timeout, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan?
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
You know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack?
Oh, okay.
Hey, hon, what happened?
They shrunk the truck.
The all-new midsize Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
A new video game, a movie, dinner with friends. There are a lot of things worth saving up for. Vapes aren't cheap, and buying pods over and over can stop you from affording things you want more. When it comes to your money, choose what matters. Choose you.
When life gets stressful, jumping into your passions can help you find your calm. Avoid vapes, which contain nicotine and can make feelings of anxiety and depression worse. When it comes to your mental health, choose what matters. Choose you.
All right, new pitcher on for Eastmont, Ryan Rainbolt, also up to the plate. He will take the place of Matthew Butler in the lineup. It looks like to me that it's Isaac Ontiveros in to pitch for the Eastmont Wildcats. Ontiveros, the righty, first pitch with some heat inside, and it just grazes Rainbolt, so he will be hit by a pitch and go to first base. 2 on for the Panthers now, bottom of the 5th, nobody out. Brings up the catcher, James Butler. 2 out of 3 so far tonight. A hit into center, a hit into left, and a fly out to left field in the 3rd. Good game so far tonight for Butler. Could do some more damage here right now. Ontiveros. And he hits Butler on his first pitch. So the Panthers have the bases loaded now with nobody out. And Brock Toffness to the plate. Toffness 1 of 3. Did get a hit into left field back in the 3rd inning. So the Panthers poised to do some more damage here in the bottom of the 5th with a 10-6 lead. Toffness will be followed by Ryan Branham and Thomas Ivey. Here's the pitch, hit sharply into center field. Catch is made, the runner tags at 3rd, he'll score. And the Panthers lead at 11-6. As the pinch runner, Isaiah Rydell, comes in to score. Now it's Ryan Branham, the 3rd baseman, up to bat. 0 for 3, 0 for 2 rather, with the walk tonight. A strikeout back in the 2nd. Runners at 1st and 2nd for the Panthers. And another hit batter. That's 3 hit batters so far for Isaac Ontiveros, and here comes the manager's and we're going to have another pitching change, and we will take another 90-second timeout. Stay with us.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can lift this up.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Können Sie mir das Problem sagen? Meinen Zylinder überschwimmt. Flute, ich habe mein Fugen verloren. Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragenschlüssel. Hey, you.
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
We are back at Rec Park. Grant Olson with you as another pitching change is made by head coach Darren Hoff. Ryan Walt is in now to pitch for the Wildcats. Isaac Ontiveros hit 3 batters and walked a batter in his timeout. So that forced Hoff to make this pitching change to big Ryan Walt. We mentioned him earlier. He's been playing first base tonight for the Wildcats. He's a big one, a sophomore, 6'2", 250-pounder. Boy, he's got his work cut out for him. 1 out, and the Panthers have the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th, leading it 11-6. James Butler at second, Ryan Rainbolt at third for the Panthers. And Ryan Branham, who was just hit by a pitch, is on at first. It's again Thomas Ivy to the plate for the Panthers. He was hit by a pitch last inning, also had a hit in the second inning out into left field and flied out to center back in the 3rd. All right, bases loaded, 1 out for the Panthers, bottom of the 5th inning. Here's Walt. First pitch outside, 1-0 the count. Wildcats, I think they have plenty of offensive firepower, just need to get this pitching shored up a little bit as they make their way through this season. A wild pitch, Rainbolt won't score from third though. And a nice job by Barrios hustling back to the bat stop to get to that baseball. Bases remain loaded, 1 down, bottom of the 5th. The 4th pitcher in this game 2 for Eastmont. Ivy steps back in. Once again, bases loaded for the Panthers. Here's Walt with the pitch. Low and in the dirt, 2-0 the count. Make that 3-0 the count now. As the Wildcats in jeopardy of walking in a run here to make it 12-6. Here's the pitch by Walt. Ivy taking all the way, strike on the inside part of the plate. The 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Ivy as the count goes full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lots of activity around this area tonight. Also girls soccer going on just across the way over at the Apple Bowl. Here's the full count pitch now from Walt. High and outside, Ivy walks, a run comes in as Rainbolt trots in, and it's 11-6 now Panthers. That'll bring up Nolan Godfrey, who walked back in the 4th inning. Bases remain loaded for Wenatchee. Ryan Walt the pitch. just misses outside. Oh, that is a strike. Late call, and it's 0-1 now on Nolan Godfrey. Godfrey gets the aluminum on that one, sends it out to center field. That should be plenty for James Butler to tag up. He does and comes home. And it's now 12-6. Panthers on top. 2 outs now, bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up Griffin Butler. No hits in this game. 3 for 3 in game number 1, including 5 RBIs for the sophomore. He flew out to center field in the 2nd and walked twice, that is, in the 4th inning, as the Panthers brought up 12 batters in that 4th inning. Bases not loaded, 2nd and 1st right now. 12-6 our score. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Ryan Walt on the mound for Eastmont. At bat, Griffin Butler for the Panthers. The pitch by Walt inside. Takes the count to 2-0. Panthers will go back to the top of the order, and Owen Irvin on deck. The pitch swung on and fouled down the first base line. 2-1 the count. Thomas Ivy at first base. Ryan Branham at second. Pitch outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Still 2 down, bottom of the 5th. Walt looks in, gets the sign from Berrios, delivers. Swung on, foul this time into the Panther dugout. And we'll do it all again, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Butler swings, fouls it off again down the third base line. Runners will go back. Once again, Branham at second, Thomas Ivy at first. We've had 2 walks and 3 hit batters in this inning alone. And that's allowed the Panthers to get a couple of more runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch, pop up into the infield. No problem for the second baseman, and that is out number 3 rather, and that'll end the 5th inning. As we go to the 6th, it's Wenatchee here in the second game. The Panthers 12 and the Wildcats 6. The 6th inning coming your way in 60 seconds.
There's no place like home, because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories, and we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control. Living healthy, local, and pest-free. You can rest assured Harvest Valley Pest Control uses kid and pet-safe material around your home or office. Call Harvest Valley Pest Control today for your free estimate, 509-423-2666. 2207. And by my friends at the Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Plan your next tournament and event today. Call the Pro Shop and schedule your time on the Full Swing S4 widescreen golf simulators. Give them a call at 509-884-4653. All right, a 12-6 our score as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Panthers, a new pitcher out there. I think it's the first lefty we've seen out there tonight, and it's number 3, Caden Fisher for the Panthers. Fisher, only a freshman. Unbelievable. We're seeing a freshman out there pitching tonight against Eastmont. Caden Fisher. First batter will be Valente Barrios. Barrios so far had a hit into left field in the second and walked in the 4th inning. So we'll see what kind of stuff Caden Fisher, the freshman, has. Left hand, curveball over the plate, strike 1. Boy, some kind of player, only a freshman, out there playing varsity baseball for Wenatchee. Here's the pitch, swung on. Hit slowly to second base. Easy throw to Toughness at first, and that is out number 1.
New pitcher for the Panthers, Caden Fisher.
Tice Llewellyn up next for the Wildcats.
Tice Llewellyn.
Had a couple of hits tonight. Ground out to shortstop his last time up. Here's Fisher, the freshman. Slow curveball in there, strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count. 1 down here, top of the 6th. Here's the pitch by Fisher. Lobs it in there, hits the ground. 1-1 the count. Not a lot of velocity on these pitches, but it looks like a lot of movement for only a freshman. Llewellyn the batter. Here's the pitch. Just misses that outside corner. Boy, the Panther fans wanted that call. The umpire says low and a little outside. To Tice Llewellyn with 1 down. Fisher. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. Fisher looks in, gets the sign from Butler. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Slow changeup. And that makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Llewellyn, a nice game tonight. As I mentioned, 2 out of 3 at the plate. Here's the pitch. Fisher swung on, hit into right field. Griffin Butler underneath it, makes the catch, and that's out number 2. That'll bring up Bodie Yale now, the right-handed hitter, facing the lefty. Had a double back in the 1st inning. Fielder's choice in the 2nd and flew out to center field in the 4th. Here's the pitch from Fisher. Took something off that one. Yale swung through it, and that's strike 1. Great stuff from this freshman, Caden Fisher. Here's the 2nd pitch to Yale. This one's outside. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fisher. Curveball there. Yale jumps on it to the shortstop, over to Toughness at first, and that is out number 3. Heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's been all Panthers. Our score, Wenatchee 13 and Eastmont 6. Bottom of the 6th coming your way in 1 minute.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix, but vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse. Each time you vape, nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded. And the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good. And when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseyouwa.org.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Don't forget, more sports coming up here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Next Friday, we will have boys soccer for you. Moses Lake at Wenatchee boys from the Apple Bowl. Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wisen with the call on that. That'll be live at 7 p.m. And then I'll be back with you on Tuesday, April 15th for more baseball as the Wenatchee Panthers host the Moses Lake Mavericks. That'll be right here at the Rec Park. We'll have live coverage at 5 p.m. That'll be on Facebook, and then we'll have it on TV at 7 p.m. So lots of sports still to come here as our spring schedule is just basically underway. We have some more soccer for you. Also, Bighorn basketball will resume. That's coming up on April 17th. So we're up and running in spring sports and glad to be doing it. Owen Irvin now will lead off things for the Panthers here in the bottom of the sixth. Wenatchee up by 7, 13-6. Curveball by Walt in there for strike one. Freshman pitching for Wenatchee is sophomore Ryan Walt on the mound for Eastmont. Here's the pitch. Inside as Irvin had to get out of the way of that one. Oh, it isn't Irvin. It's a different batter now. It's Garrett Anderson, excuse me. First time we've seen Garrett Anderson in either game. Curveball misses inside. 2-1 the count. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Pops straight up behind home plate. Does Barrios have enough room? And he kind of lost it. Falls in front of him, and Anderson's battle stay alive as their count goes even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was right up against that backstop. That is a really tough play for a catcher to make. Thought he was running out of room and then kind of lost the ball. No outs, bottom of the sixth, 2-2 the count. Garrett Anderson, the batter for the Panthers. That pitch way over the head of Anderson takes the count to full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. And Anderson will get a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the sixth. Caden Fisher now, the freshman who just came in to pitch, will hit. First time we've seen the freshman at the plate. Sophomore against freshman here. 1 on for the Panthers. That pitch outside, 1-0 the count. Ryan Rainbolt on deck for the Panthers. Walt on the mound. Here's the pitch outside and in the dirt. Runner goes to second. He's not going to get there as he is called out. That's Garrett Anderson. So that'll be out number 1 here on the Panthers with the 2-0 count to the batter, Caden Fisher. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss by Fisher. 2-1 the count. 1 down, bottom of the sixth. The pitch, way outside, 3-1 the count. Bases empty here for the Panthers. Walt looks in, gets the sign. Here's the delivery. Outside once again, and yet another walk as Fisher walks. That's 2 consecutive walks to start the bottom of the 6th. Luckily for the Wildcats, Garrett Anderson caught stealing at second for that first out here in the bottom of the 6th. So Rainbolt again up to bat. We may have a change in that. Oh, we've got a pinch runner at first base. Fisher will come out, and in there to run is Owen Patton, the senior for the Panthers. Fisher gets a nice hand from the crowd here. Remember, only a freshman. Most likely going to be some kind of player here for the Panthers. All right, here's Rainbolt. Runner at first base is Patton. First pitch outside. One and 0 the count. One down, bottom of the 6th inning. 13-6, Panthers in control by 7. Ball hit high into shallow left field. Shortstop comes out to make the play. He can't do it. They might double off the runner on second. They do. As Patton waited to see if he was going to make that play, and then he gets doubled off. And that's 2 down the weird way here for Eastmont. A stolen base, caught stealing at second, and then a player doubled off on first base, and that's 2 down for the Panthers here with the runner at first, Rainbolt. So that brings up James Butler. 2 of 3, hit by a pitch his last time at bat in the 5th. Throw over to first base, Rainbolt back safely. After this, the Wildcats one more shot at it to try and tie this one or take the lead here in the top of the 7th. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch from Walt. Butler wanted it, laid off of it. It's just low, ball 1. Once again, Rainbolt, the runner at first. 1-0 count on James Butler. Here's the pitch, the swing, fouled over the right side. Down the first base line, evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Butler steps back in there, 2 down. Panthers hoping to keep this inning alive and get some more runs on the board as Butler late swing, and it's down the first base line, foul once again. Fourth pitcher, Ryan Walt, in the lineup for Eastmont here in game number 2. Been 7 walks and 5 hit batters in this game by Eastmont pitching, which has led to the Panthers busting out to this 13-6 lead. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And it hits Butler, and he will take first base. So Butler, 2 consecutive innings, 2 innings hit by a pitch. And Panthers have runners at first and second with Brock Toughness now to bat. Struck out in the first, got a hit into left field in the 3rd, reached on an error in the 4th, and then flew out to center field last inning in the 5th. And we are going to have yet another pitching change for the Eastmont Wildcats as Ryan Walt heads to the dugout, and we'll take another 90-second timeout. Our score, bottom of the 6th inning, 2 outs. It's Wenatchee 13 and Eastmont 6. We're back with you again in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota equipment. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. With professional grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right. All backed by unmatched dealer support. Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less.
Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by Les Schwab. Having the right set of tires and wheels on your vehicle is just part of an essential safety. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously. Stop by and see them today. All right, new pitcher is Andres Garcia, a 5'8", 200-pound senior for the Wildcats. He'll face Brock Toftness for the Panthers with 2 outs and 2 on here in the bottom of the 6th. Garcia, right-handed pitcher, the 5th pitcher of this second game for the Wildcats. First delivery on the way, strike over the right-hand side of the plate. 0-1 quickly on the first baseman, Brock Toftness. Ball's hit sharply into left field. Rainbolt rounds third. We may have a play this time at the plate. Throw is offline. The runners advance to second and third. And the Panthers do get another run and a base hit. Nicely done for Brock Toftness. That'll bring up Ryan Branham now for the Panthers. Branham, the third baseman. Ewok was hit by a pitch, struck out, flew out into left field back in the 3rd inning. 14-6 our score. Runners at second and third for the Panthers. 2 outs with Branham at the plate. Curveball outside by Garcia. 1-0 the count. The pitch right down the middle, strike 2, or strike 1 rather, 1-1 the count. If Branham reaches base, he'll be followed by the left fielder, Thomas Ivey. High on that pitch, 2-1 the count. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch by Garcia. Curveball right over the middle. Evens up the count. Two balls and 2 strikes. Garcia the pitch. In the dirt. That'll take the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count, 2 down, bottom of the 6th. Branham a timeout at the plate. Garcia looks in. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off down the third baseline. Count remains full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Andres Garcia, the 5th pitcher for Eastmont in just this second game tonight. Went through 2 pitchers in game number 1. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Low and outside. And that's yet another walk as Branham takes the base and heads to first base. That's 3 walks this inning. 3 walks and 3 hit batters in the 5th for Eastmont. 3 walks and a hit batter in the 4th as well. So it's been a struggle on the mound for the Wildcats here tonight. And now it's Thomas Ivy. He's been hit by a pitch. He walked and had a hit way back in the 2nd inning into left field. First pitch ball, bases loaded for the Panthers with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 runs and this game will be over for the Panthers. Ball in the dirt as well, low and outside. 2-0 the count. If Ivy should reach, he'll be followed by Nolan Godfrey. Garcia the pitch. Nice curveball over the middle of the plate there. 2-1 the count. I think Ivy was taking all the way there, even at a 2-0 count. Garcia set to deliver. Here's the pitch. Sidearm outside corner strike. Throw down to second. Evens up our count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, swung on again. Just a piece of it that time for Ivy. Into the backstop near the Panther dugout. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded for the Panthers. Garcia looks in. Here's the pitch. Outside, full count again, 3-2. Eastmont trying to avoid the 4th walk here in this 6th inning. Runners go on a full count, another walk, and another run scores. And that makes it 15-6. And to the plate, Nolan Godfrey. Walked in the 4th, flew out to center field his last time up in the 5th. Another run, Wenatchee will put this one away. 10-run rule after the 4th inning. Sharply hit down the first base side. Foul ball, 0-1 the count. Godfrey loved that inside pitch there, just got a little bit too out in front of it. Here's Garcia's pitch. Inside on Godfrey, evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball is hit by Godfrey into the left field. The second baseman grabs it, throws to first, can't get it. A run scores and another run scores. And that'll do it for this one. That makes it 17-6. The Panthers win it in game number 2 of our doubleheader. We will take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back and wrap things up from Rec Park right after this.
Vape companies have a history of targeting teens. Now, they've been caught red-handed marketing to minors in Washington state and forced to pay millions in a major lawsuit. When it comes to your health, choose what matters. Choose you. Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work.
Tacos Chava has something new. Customers at Tacos Chava say it's the best Mexican food around. Nachos, enchiladas, tortas, ensaladas, and introducing camarones in many styles. You'll love the fresh salsa bar with so much selection. Are you ready for Tacos Chava? Find them at 2 great locations, the Wenatchee Valley Mall and Eniac. Tacos Chava, tan delicioso.
Grant Olson back at Rec Park, and that wraps up our doubleheader tonight on the NCWLIFE Channel with Wenatchee sweeping the Eastmont Wildcats. The first game, Wenatchee winning it by a score of 11-1, and then winning the nightcap by a final score of 17-6. Do want to thank our crew here tonight. It's been a long day. Malcolm Whitehall back in the studio. Our producer, line producer, is Dan Kuntz. Thanks to our camera guys, Paul Collard, Cagney Fox, and Jesse Ventura. Also, our production assistant, Tim Bronowski. So I'm Grant Olson. Thanks again for being with us. I hope you have a great night and a great weekend. And please join us again next week for more sports right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Good night, everyone.
The give and go. Good shot. Go.
Thanks for joining us for live coverage of Prep Spring Sports on the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast has been brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, Tacos Chava, Together for Youth, and Valley Tractor. We now return you to normal programming already in progress.
Scoring is Brittany Howe, and a 2-run double for Bella Clinton makes it a 5-0 ball game.